So that are in place that are supposed to be helping startup companies that actually are putting forth requirements that are not enabling them to use U.S. talent. And they've asked them to go. They've asked them to go to other countries to develop the engineering. Northway Railroad, or Northland Railroad is an example of this. They developed a combination engine, and they could not get the engineering out of U.S. They were told by, I can't remember which agency it was they were dealing with, but they said, go to Europe. It doesn't exist here.
Yes,
but they found a company in Illinois to help them develop that engine. But there are barriers. There are currently barriers in place that, both access to capital, access to resources, be it engineering or otherwise, that are definitely inhibiting startup companies today. And they're real.
Certain field of engineering, as they mature, they are no longer taught in U.S.
Right.
They're taught in other countries. That's just a power engineering, electrical engineering.
Yeah.
Bill, you have a comment?
Yeah, sorry.
I like where you started with this, which was to define the challenge. Because innovation always comes from either seeing a new problem or seeing an old problem in a new way.
Right.
And in some respects, when we talk about innovation, we often think about innovation in a large corporation and what gets in the way of innovation in a large corporation. And it's usually culture. It's usually, lots of things go into that pot, but it's the culture of the organization that causes it to be ineffective in innovation. Society, from a societal point of view, you have all kinds of other factors that impact it. Resources being one, regulation, and so on. The ability to start a business, all those kinds of things impact it. The ability to protect an idea once you have an idea, impact that. So from a definitional point of view, you really want to define those sorts of parameters, and then how do you address each one of those to solve this issue?
Absolutely. So I think what we look at is challenges. Now we have 3 more topics, if you will, if I remember those: my strategy, approach, and then measures. So let's look at the measures, because everybody wants to know measures first. Like the Department of Commerce in 2005 issued an open call that can you help U.S. government measure innovation? And actually, Chinese government sent a delegation around the same time frame here, based on one of the presentations I gave at Northwestern University, how to measure innovation. So measures is critical. So let's just get some ideas before we learn more about innovation, that what kind of measures we have now that will drive, and what should be the purpose of measures, first of all. So what is the purpose of measures for innovation, right? And then what kind of measures, and why should we deploy some of those? Or the challenges in deploying those measures. So who wants to go about the measures of innovation? Anybody have ideas?